Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies.
The growing gap between rich and poor Americans is one of the biggest challenges facing the country. Get this, the richest 1% controls more wealth now than at any time in more than a half century. And that's a concern cited by every leading Democratic presidential candidate. And a recent bipartisan survey found that most Americans, 61%, think it's a problem.
It seems very likely that lower income people, less educated people, and minorities are going to get especially hard hit.
Those are the people labor economist Francine Blau worries most about.
They have less of a cushion. So they're harder hit during the crisis. They're disproportionately represented among the unemployed as far as we can tell. In addition, they're disproportionately represented among frontline workers who are facing the greatest hazards of contracting the illness. So they'll be coming out of this period in an especially weakened position.
Common prosperity, the recent catchphrase. So explain to us, what does it mean?
Well, the central government's document didn't exactly say what it is, but it specifically says what it isn't. It says that it's not taxing the rich and to subsidize the poor. It is not averaging the income. So I think what it really means, at least from an income redistribution perspective, is that we are going to definitely trying to reduce the income gap between the rich and poor. But in addition to this, I think what's more important is to level the playing field so that opportunities could be available to everyone. In other words, we're trying to create an environment where social mobility, especially social upward mobility, is more easy. It's easier. It's more possible. I think that's really more important.
Common prosperity has been portrayed as an effort to reduce income inequality and reassert core Communist Party values. In reality, it risks leaving the country stuck at middle income status. China's march to common prosperity, a risky path for Hong Kong tycoons and investors. The vanishing allure of doing business in China. Who will be next?
South Korea's lockdown has done little to cool the country's competitive education streak. Although regular schools are shut, cram schools known as Haegwons are bustling. Seoul Metro government data shows 9 out of 10 Haegwons reopened last week after closing down in late February.
School's out for the day in Taipei, but that doesn't mean classes are over. Around 2/3 of children here go to cram school, spending their evenings and weekends in lessons like this. 18-year-old Huang Xingyao and his classmates spend 3 hours here every day, preparing for their future.
So really, this is a case of the Chinese central state trying, as they always do, to pick winners and direct from Beijing the economy and, more than that, consumer spending.
When you come in and say that this business can no longer make money, and you basically crack down as they have done, and this is a part of a long series of crackdowns, it sends a very worrying sign for private business and, frankly, any sort of business in China.